Hey guys, welcome to section 5 and section 7 of chapter 6 of the pre-algebra program. We are omitting section 6 or 6.6 in your book because I felt like it was probably unnecessary for what we were doing. And 6.5 is entitled percent proportions, and they are a version of what we learn more holistically in 6.7, which are percent equations. So they really blend really well. 6.5 is just a variation of 6.7, a simplified version of it. So I wanted to go ahead and just combine the video of these two sections and help you just have a generic formula to solve these types of problems. And they're kind of fun, and I think once you learn the formula, hopefully you'll be able to maneuver through them pretty quickly. And we're going to be utilizing what we learned earlier in the chapter, which is setting up our proportions and then cross multiplying and solving them. So to get us started, the key piece of information for these two sections is this formula. Percent over 100 equals is over of. So in your notes, make sure you write that really big, highlight it, write it 3 times, whatever you feel like you need to do to make sure that it grasps your attention for these two sections in particular. Using this, we can solve any question in these two sections. So I'm going to show you what that means by basically just filling in the pieces of information that we have and identifying the piece that we need. Okay, let's jump right in. Let's say we had 81% of 134. We wanted to find out what 81% of 134 is. Well, according to my formula, I'm always going to put the percent, which in this case is 81, over 100 every time. Percent goes over 100. And then we want to know what 81% is. Is the unknown, and notice my is up top, of 134. Of 134, that's going to go down below because on top was is of a number and the bottom is of a number. Okay, and once we've correctly set up this equation, we can utilize the skill from the previous section and cross multiply here. So we'll get 100x equals 81 times 134. And if you divide both sides by 100, you're going to get x equals 108.54. You're going to notice in this video, I'm going to skip a few of the calculations like this one, 81 times 134, because there are a lot of examples I want to get through, and I trust that you guys can figure that out. So you'll always have the answers here to double check it, and I do want you to do this work, even pause the video and do the math to make sure that your answer matches my answer. Okay, but I just want to tell you up to this point I've done all the step-by-step pieces for you, and in this section I want to try to speed ahead a little bit. Okay, so pause the video, make sure you get that number, and then when you're ready, move to the next. All right, the next one is 120% of 312. Again, typically our percents are going to be less than 100, but even if they're not, we still put them on top. So 120 over 100 is, we don't know what that is, of 320. Again, this is over of. And then we're going to cross multiply. I'm sorry, pause. Now we're going to cross multiply. 100 times x equals 120 times 312. We divide both sides by 100. and x is going to equal 374.4. So make sure that you're doing that math computation and that you're getting the same answer. These are the problem types that you're going to see in 6.5. So they're all the same type, so you should be able to grind through them pretty easily. But then sometimes they give us other pieces of information. For example, what if we had 9.28 is what percent of 58? Okay, it's always good to identify first what you're looking for. And in this case, it asked us what percent. So the percent is the piece that we don't know. So that's where we're going to put our X, or whatever letter you like, to solve for. Okay, so 9.28 goes on top of 58. Okay, is over of. Now we're going to cross multiply. 58x equals 9.28 times 100. Divide both sides by 58. And x is going to give you 16%. So your answer is x equals 16%. All right, moving on. What number is 43% of 110? All right, what number is? So the is what we're looking for. They give us the percent, it's 43, always over 100, of 110. Is what we don't know, and of is 110. Now we cross multiply again. 100x equals 43 times 110. And divide both sides by 100. And x is going to equal 47.3. As a rule, let's round to the nearest tenth, which is the first decimal place, unless otherwise stated. All right, one more type like that. 62% of what number is 29.76? All right, of what number? So this time we're looking for the of. We know is 29.76, and it's 62%, always over 100. Now we cross multiply. 62x equals 100 times 29.76. Divide by 62. And x is going to equal 48. Okay, there is a type of story problem in 6.7, which is kind of fun, and I gave you several of them to work on, and it's super practical. It has to deal with sale price. Yay! Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say there is a $35 shirt, and it's 20% off. We want to find the discount and the sale price. Okay, so the nice thing about the formula that I gave you is that we utilize it every time we have percentages, which is super nice. So just to remind you, percent over 100 equals is over of. All right, and we can set this up. We have 20% over 100 is, we don't know what we're going to get, what the discount is. So that's our X of $35. Okay, and when we cross multiply, we're going to get X equal to $7. This is the discount. So $7 is what is going to come off the original price. Okay, so this is really important to remember that that's the discount. Now, if I wanted to find the sale price, I would need to take the original amount, $35, and subtract $7, which would give me a sales price of $28. Okay, so this is the sale price, and this is the discount. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to do one more example like that for you, and then I think you're going to be good to go. Okay, what if you had a jacket that was $108 and it was 25% off? And we wanted to find the discount and the sale price. Okay, we're going to use the same formula we're always using, which is 25% over 100 is what you get at the end. And so that's what we're always looking for, of 108. Now we're going to cross multiply. And we're going to get X equal to $27. And this is the discount. $27 is the discount. What's the sale price? So the sale price is going to be the original amount, 108, minus 27. And when you do that, you'll get $81, which is probably a good deal. Good deal for a jacket, especially if it's a good warm one. We're going to need it today. Is blistery cold, so we definitely need those warm jackets. Okay, make sure, I pushed through this to give you a lot of examples, so make sure that you're pausing the video, you're getting all of the notes down, you're running the computations, and our numbers are matching up. And then proceed to the text and read through the examples and begin your assignment.